I was a functional depressed person for 3 years. When a person said they're depressed, they don't mean that they can't get up and go about doing their life. There's levels to depression. There's people who are so depressed that they can't get out of bed. There's people who are able to function, go about their day, do what they have to do, and still struggle after. Like when they come home, they don't have energy, they lost the energy, they just have energy just to do what they have to do, just to survive. Or for me, in my sense, it was more than survival. I had more energy to do a lot of stuff, but whenever I see like my ex, whenever I come to get my daughter, whenever I have to deal with him for anything, I will get so hangry, and then I'll just go down in a funk so bad. Because not only did I know this man my whole life, since I was like 4 or 5 years old, this was somebody that was my friend. This was somebody that knew I didn't want to be a single mother. And this also somebody who actually betrayed me. So because of the betrayal, I held on to resentment. Not him. I held on to the resentment because I felt rejected. I felt the betrayal was just a lot. So I wasn't able to deal with him. I'll be fine on my own, going to therapy be good, but from once he comes around, or you have to get my daughter, I have to call him, I have to do anything, I will just get so angry, I will get so depressed, I will just not want to deal with it. And yeah, that was my main trigger. Second was unforgiveness of myself. I was unable to forgive myself because I'm like, you are smart enough. You know the sign. You know that this man was playing you from day one. Why did you allow to be played and not only get pregnant? So I held myself accountable heavy. But what I did from that depression was able to say, I will never make the same mistake again. Not in a way that I'm going to have my guard up so bad where I'm not open to relationship, but in a way that I'm going to balance myself, find out what was the root cause of my issue, why I knew and see these red flags, but still walked into it, pretending like it was a blindfold while it was a wide open door. And I held myself 100% accountable. And until I decided that I was no longer going to blame my child father, I was no longer going to blame myself, but I'm going to I'm going to use it as something that happened, and I learned from it, and I'm going to grow from it, because I don't want to be in this funk of being depressed, and I want my child to have a great relationship with his dad, regardless of how I'm feeling. Which that's been the case from day one. It doesn't matter how I was feeling. I never let how I was feeling or how I feel towards my child father affect the relationship between my daughter. I'll feel how I feel by myself, but I'll never sabotage a relationship. And that's when I come to terms